from ID2103. So, welcome to my channel. So, from this blog, which is we have to summarize the chapter 10. So, I briefly explain to you what is chapter 10 is all about. So, the chapter 10, or the application layer. So, the application layer is responsible for directly assessing the underlying processes that manage and deliver communication to the human network. So, this layer serves as the source and destination of a communication across data network. So the application layer, application services, and the protocols enable users to interact with the data network in a way that is meaningful and effective. Then, the first thing is an application or computer programs with which the user interacts and which initiate the data transfer process at the user's request. So the service are background programs that provide the connections between the application layer and the lower layers of the networking model. So, from the protocols provide a structure of agreed upon rules and processing that ensure services running on the particular device can send and receive data from a range of different network devices. So, from delivery of data over the network can be requested from a server by a client or between devices that operate in P2P arrangement. In the P2P, the client-server relationship established according to which device is the source and the destination at that time. So the messages are exchanged between the application layer services and each end device is accordance with the protocol specifications to establish and use these relationships. So, the protocols like HTTP, for example, support the delivery of web pages to end devices. So, the SMTP and the IMAP and POP supports sending and receiving email. Then the SMB and the FTP enable users to share files in P2P applications, so they can make it easier for consumers to seamlessly share media in a distributed fashion. So, the DNS resolves the human legible names used to refer to a network resources into a numeric. So, the destination at that time, messages are exchanged between the application layer services at each end device in accordance with the protocol specification to establish and use this kind of relationship. So, from the protocols like HTTP, for example, supports the delivery of web pages to end devices. The SMTP, IMAP, and the POP support sending and receiving email, and the SMB and the FTP enable users to share files to P2P applications to make it easier to consumers to seamlessly make it easier, as I already talked about it. So all of these elements work together at the application layer. So the application layer enables users to work and play over the internet. So after explaining to you what is the chapter 10 all about, I have here a few questions. So let's start with this one question. So the first question is, which two definitions accurately describe the associated application layer protocol? So the two definitions that are in there is the Telnet provides remote access to the servers and networking devices. So the next one is the DNS, which is the DNS resolves the internet to IP addresses. Then To explain, the domain name services is the DNS protocols resolve the internet names to IP addresses. Then, Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP) transfer files that make up the web pages of the World Wide Web. Then the Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, which is the SMTP transfer mail, messages and attachments. So, the Telnet and the Terminal Emulation Protocol provides remote access to servers, the networking devices. So that's why the answer is the DNS and the Telnet. Then my next question is, so the application layer of the TCP/IP model performs the functions of what? So what three layers of the OSI model? So the three layers of the OSI model is the session, presentation, and the application. So why? So the network access layer of the TCP/IP model performs the same function as the physical and the data link layer of the OSI model. Then the internetwork layer equates to the network layer of the OSI model. So the transport layers are the same in the both models. So the application layer of the TCP and the IP model represents the session, presentation, and application layers on the OSI model. So my third question is this, which is which layers in the TCP/IP model is used for formatting, compressing, and encrypting data. So that is the application. So why application? So because the application layer of the TCP/IP model performs functions of the three layers of the OSI model: application, presentation, and session. So the application layer of the TCP/IP model is the layer that provides the interface between the application, is responsible for formatting, compressing, and encrypting data, and is used to create and maintain dialogues between source and the destination applications. So my next question is, give at least two characteristics of application layer of the TCP and the IP model. So the two characteristics of application layer of the TCP and the IP model is, the first one is the creation and maintenance of the dialogue between source and destination, and the next one is the closest to the end user. So why? So the application layer of the TCP/IP model is layer that is closest to the end user, providing the interface between the application. So it is responsible for formatting, compressing, and encrypting data, and is used to create and maintain dialogue between source and destination. So my next question is, give an example of a network communication that uses a client-server model. So this is the first example. So a workstation initiates a DNS request when the user types www.cisco.com in the address bar of the web browser. So I'll explain. So when a user types a domain name of a website into the address bar of a web browser, a workstation needs to send a DNS request to the DNS server to the name resolution process. So this request is a client-server model application. So the Emule application is P2P, sharing a printer and a workstation in a peer-to-peer network using ARP. It's just a broadcast message sent by the host. So my next question is, if there's two students are working on a network design project, so one student is doing the drawing while the other student is writing the proposal. So the drawing is finished and student wants to share the folder that contains drawings so that the other student can access the file and copy it to the USB drive. So which networking model is being used? So for me, it's a peer-to-peer because a peer-to-peer P2P networking model it is exchanged between two network devices without the use of dedicated server. So I think that's all for this chapter. So thank you for watching.